1. World War I, 1914–1918. Also known as the Great War, it was a global conflict primarily centered in Europe. It started with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, leading to a chain of events that involved many nations. The war involved major powers such as Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and the Allied powers, including the United Kingdom, France, Russia, and later the United States. The war saw the use of new technologies such as machine guns, tanks, and chemical weapons, resulting in high casualties. It ended with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles, which imposed harsh conditions on Germany and redrew the map of Europe. 2. World War II, 1939–1945. One of the deadliest conflicts in human history, it involved many nations across the globe. The war began with Germany's invasion of Poland, leading to the involvement of major powers such as the United Kingdom, France, the Soviet Union, and the United States. It saw the rise of fascist regimes, such as Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, and Italy under Benito Mussolini. The war witnessed significant events like the Holocaust, the use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and the establishment of the United Nations. It ended with the unconditional surrender of Germany and Japan. 3. Cold War, 1947–1991. A period of geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, USSR, after World War II. It was characterized by a rivalry between the two superpowers, ideological differences, capitalism versus communism, and the development of nuclear weapons. Although there was no direct military confrontation between the two powers, proxy wars and arms races were common. Major events include the Korean War, the Cuban Missile Crisis, and the space race. The Cold War ended with the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. 4. Korean War, 1950–1953. A conflict between North Korea, supported by the Soviet Union and China, and South Korea, supported by the United Nations, primarily the United States. It started when North Korea invaded South Korea, aiming to reunify the country under communist rule. The war resulted in a stalemate and an armistice agreement, leading to the division of Korea into North and South. 5. Vietnam War, 1955–1975. A protracted conflict between North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union and China, and South Vietnam, supported by the United States and its allies. The war was a result of the Cold War and the attempt to prevent the spread of communism in Southeast Asia. It witnessed guerrilla warfare and heavy bombing campaigns, causing significant civilian casualties. The war ended with the fall of Saigon and the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. 6. Gulf War, 1990–1991. A military conflict triggered by Iraq's invasion of Kuwait. A coalition of nations, led by the United States, intervened to liberate Kuwait and protect regional stability. The war involved airstrikes, ground operations, and a brief ground offensive that resulted in the expulsion of Iraqi forces from Kuwait. 7. War in Afghanistan, 2001–present. A war launched by the United States and its allies in response to the September 11th attacks. The initial objective was to dismantle al-Qaeda and remove the Taliban regime in Afghanistan. The conflict evolved into a protracted insurgency, with multiple factions and international involvement. 8. Iraq War, 2003–2011. A military intervention led by the United States and its allies, primarily the United Kingdom, aimed at overthrowing the regime of Saddam Hussein. The war was controversial and resulted in the removal of Saddam Hussein from power, but led to instability and sectarian violence in Iraq. Thanks for watching, Casual Explainer. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. We upload multiple times a week. See you in the next video.